So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Melv shan't lack for medicinal herbs. 2 good deeds in one, you might say.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Goblins, Master!
Good work!
I merely did as duty demands.
Not a bad idea. A flesh wound. I can handle that. Oh, just a moment.
I see you've been drenched. Dry off as soon as you can. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this. We ought to bring this to the one expecting it.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom receives many defenders, and they are not together. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside. This is an obstacle I'd sooner be rid of.
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance?
'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
What is the meaning of this, Arisen? Come to think of it, different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Words worth hearing. An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
I'd gladly cast aside my weapon and laze about here, if the Arisen would permit it.
Indeed, you are correct.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
I'm nodding off where I stand. I'm in fine, Captain. Thomas in better days.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
That...
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
I can do no less in service to our business.
I like that!
A flawless execution.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt. I say it. We trounced our foe, well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
I mislike the look of this. This cannot be.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep myself to the rhythm.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
The Arisen has been put to sleep! I will protect you.
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find? Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.
Our master cuts a gallant figure in the throes of battle, but is no less striking here in the campfire's glow.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops? What? Wait. On your guard! Need healing. I'm happy to oblige. Hold. Just a moment. The supponent makes it easy. Deep breath.
seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one. Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
If I just... You'll like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Goblins approach!
No one can defend themselves when cracking like this.
Nothing of it.
Splendid. That's enough.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
If you are in need of aid, pray say the word.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear? Earn the people's faith, and we'll have our chance.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here!
You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Look there, a chest. Allow me to open it, Arisen. Might we consider boarding an ox cart? Oh, I don't know about you, but my legs are stiff as boards.
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
We're better prepared than we might have hoped. What we need is already to hand. Pray, follow me.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
"'Tis this way.
Haven't you a lantern, Arisen?
Drawn to light. We ought to extinguish our lanterns, lest we summon it unwittingly.
Follow me, if you would.
Most impressive, master!
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Down this success! Mighty indeed, Arisen.
Pray, follow me.
No! A hobgoblin!
Douse the flames before it is too late.
Just like the If you are in need of aid, pray say the word.
Whatever am I to do?
Enough! How dare you!
Have my protection!
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Seems our foe has recognized our victory.
Want me to pursue and eliminate the stragglers?
I'll strike them down.
A wise strategy. I only hope I did not disappoint.
That's it! What's happened?
It's taking every ounce of my strength just to remain standing. Will this march never end?
I only hope we don't encounter any foes.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Where ought we to go now?
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. Saurians! My pack's heavy as a sack of rocks. There might even be a few in here. Oh, I've got to stop picking up every little thing.
Where are the Saurians?
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Well done.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Did anyone else see that? Ort catches the light.
We ought to take a closer look.
Methinks there are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find? This party is fit for adventure. Our strengths complement each other well.
We need only hone our skills. And in time, we shall be indomitable.
True enough.
My magics are at your disposal.
Truly are formidable, Arisen.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Oh, the sight of... Yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring. We cannot break it from this side.
As you say.
Best not be bothering me for no reason. Fancy a broken arm? Why, that's my speciality. Got some business with me, do ye?
What do ye want?
Shove off.
Suppose you're all right.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell us, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Wait for the new equipment to come in. Timing's fine.
Only care I have is how to spend the day.
Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city. Monsters have gotten bolder of late, and more ferocious. One found its way inside the common quarter just the other night. You could say 'twas an ill twist of fortune. But mayhap we ought to be better prepared for such incidents. I wonder if building a nice, high wall is out of the question.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
I shall be on top form today. I can feel it.
I go where fortune whispers, friend.
You don't need a permit to get into Batal. Just hide in the back of an ox cart, aye? It works. Mind, you've got to avoid the guard's line of sight. But 'tis easy enough. I should know, I've done it.
This really is fine craftsmanship. This part's a little different as well.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
By what margin will it improve our performance in battle, I wonder?
I'm glad of any business in these troubled times.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves. And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Hope to see you again.
Oh, there's something. I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
So, need anything? Many thanks. Need anything?
A treasure chest! Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate... Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated. Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale.
A treasure chest!
They say the Sovereign was bathed in the dragon's fell flame, such that his countenance was burned beyond recognition. And yet he draws breath. What surer sign could there be that he is our ruler true? I do hope his majesty shall recover soon. Mayhap he'll walk among the...
Nice to see everyone out and about.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Come back anytime. Fine wares. Welcome.
Lots to do. And precious little time.
Turns my stomach to stuff.
I'll see how far my talents can take me.
Could have sworn I ought to
What are you up to? Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Always a pleasure.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
We have been charged with the felling of monsters. We have naught to fear if we default to the experience at our disposal.
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.